Alright, hey guys. Here's another little update on the game project. I've made these little wave things, extremely basic. It's literally also added a lot of audio, as you can hear. Figured out how to do random audio that has a whole bunch of different tracks that plays at different times and overlaps and stuff like that. So all that you're hearing. And then also there's obviously the 3D audio. So you got the ocean. And then I got these little waves, which are literally just these... basically they're just single entities. And then they have a an image that I figured out since I did the fire, which I'm going to show you in a second. Figured out how to move a UV, which is kind of the texture coordinates, at a certain frame rate and at a certain time. There's two of them. It's like one is has more, basically some more waves on closer together than this one. Basically, the other one doesn't show up. Oh, come on. Oh, that's right. It's under the water, just slightly. Dang it. Well, anyway. The invisible wall. One of them, you know, is at a different rate, and so it's the other one doesn't show up until that one clears, but this one's a little bit more frequent, so it kind of breaks it up. It looked kind of weird when they were all like going the same speed and at the same rate, and so I put them like individual, so it kind of goes in between. There's a rock face over here where something is going to crash later on. Still working on the gun stuff, but made more progress with the audio, with the environment, and with the let's go ahead and turn this off, with the save hut, because I wanted the ability to like go in. There's still a little jankiness I'm still trying to figure out with the save hut. So I'm gonna get over here. Oh well, I need to show you this way. Okay. And then I'll show you the audio, and this way I'll also show you the fire. If anybody knows how to like program really good inventory, inventory storage, you know, weapons and all that kind of stuff, let me know, because all the tutorials that I found have been kind of useless, kind of chunky. I'm gonna put a bridge either between here or between there, so it goes underneath a bridge at some point, just to give a little bit more unique variety. Probably need to make the sounds a little less common. Or at least move the owl noises and the wolf noises in one. I'm currently making a model that I'm going to show you in a second to block this off. That forces you to go this way first. And then I'll show you that, because I also want to show you how I've been doing the texturing. Try to give everything that kind of like crunchy, bit, chunked texture. Save hut is... I don't know, was the save hut finished last time I did a video? Probably not. Either way, if it wasn't, then here's the exterior of the save hut. And I figured out how to... I need to put a icon or something that shows up when you get here that says press E or hold E. And here is the interior of that. The fire is incredibly basic. I'll show you that in a second. I just put these here for right now because I'm still trying to figure out how to format them in a way that you can wield them. The fire is also 3D audio, so it's specifically positioned. Also, I wanted to get the scaling right, and I believe that's correct. Then this will be the save unit, and then this is where the character is going to collect... its hitbox a little big. Is going to collect a health pack, and then you leave. So the thing I want to fix with the save hut is this stretching warping of the camera. See that? And he also shows up and facing the same direction. I kind of want him to like show up. Well, the outside's probably fine. The inside, I kind of want him to be a little bit more this way or something like that. But it's that kind of jumping between positions. I want it to cut to black, take a little while to fade, and then show up. That way we're getting rid of the kind of the squash and stretch where the camera's kind of delaying to get to you. But now let's show you the inside. So here's what it looks like without the effects. Here's the fire. Let's go and find these things. Okay, so there's the fire unit. Grab the light. Oh, it's because it's behind it, isn't it? Damn it. Oh, well, here's a better shot. There you go. They are just these, basically these teardrop things. It looked kind of weird before because it was more of a 3D object, but then I cut off one side so it didn't have this looping back. And then I just doubled them up so it has a little bit more of a sharper kind of inconsistent edge. What I might do is tone down the yellow coloring of the inside, or at least get rid of one of these lights. Like that one might be superfluous. So you already have like the spotlight, which kind of gives the effect. I'm gonna go back up here. Turn post-processing back on. Now it's too dark. All right, I just need to adjust the light then. Wait. Dang it, where'd it go? I hate that. Well, okay. Okay. Okay, that's the one. Okay, we're gonna... There we go. There, now I'll be able to find it again. Okay, probably just need to bring down its intensity. Right. Come on, just a little bit. There we go. How's that look? Nah. Yeah, it's fine for now. Deal with it later. All right. And so this has a figured out how to do audio box kind of barriers. So when you enter here, it kind of turns off the weather noise, all that kind of stuff, and the background noise. But now, I'll save that. Whatever. Now I'm going to go to here. So this is a texture for something that I'm working on right now, which is, oh, there it is. This kind of tree, which is going to be this kind of like roadblock in the first area. And so making the texture. And how I'm doing the texturing, obviously I'm just finding as many like free basic textures as possible, layering them up however I want. Sometimes I will go in here and I will export the kind of the UV map, the UV layout, but then sometimes I will literally just get like a rough idea and then export this and then just bring it in and then just shape the UV, the texture to it, because it's not that big a deal. And also, the good thing is if I'm kind of going for the PlayStation 1 and N64 style, so if there's any kind of janky textures, which there have been, it plays well into it and I actually like it more. So. But here's what I do. So this is the size and the resolution. I'm going to save this. Go. What? No. What? No. The heck? barrier. Let's save that. So now I have the project file. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size. And this is a little bit of the guesswork. Also, turn this off, turn to none. So normally it would be like in the 32-bit increments. So 32, 64, 96, and then that would be 96. You know what? We'll just do 32. Do that. And then we will just do percent. So we'll do 27%, which is, okay, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. That's crunched pretty good. All right. And then what I will often do is I will then create a new still from the whole visual, from the whole layer. So this is it by itself. I will come in here to color and then click that. That's not right. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's just taking a while. And this kind of like bit crunches it even more, which I like. And so I'm just kind of going for something somewhere between 8 and 12 is normally where I go. So I'm kind of liking that. I don't like this down here, but that's fine. It's probably going to get stretched to shit. And then what I'll sometimes do on top of all of that is I will then create a new layer, and then I'll go to render noise, cell noise. I will shrink that down. Whoa. Oh, no, other way. Yeah. It's this one that goes down. Do that, and then do this on soft light. Gives it even more of a kind of crunchy, pixely look. That's what I like. Cool. Okay, and then I will export this. Texture. Actually, I'm going to do JPEG because they don't need to be big. Boop. Good. All good. All right, and then I will bring this back up. I will go into shading. Oh, did I not? I thought I already created one. There we go. We're going to add input, texture, image texture. Throw that into color. And then we're going to go look for our texture right there. There it is. Boop. Okay. I'm going to bring roughness all the way up. That way it has no shine in here, so I get a better idea of what it looks like. It's going to look differently in Unreal, but now I have set it up. And it drops that in here, so I'm going to select these objects. I'm going to move these out real quick so I can see them a little better. This here, and then I'm going to, yeah, I want to flip that. No, that's not what I want. To flip that way. So these are a little bit closer. All right. Okay, so that's good for now. I'm going to do the same thing for these. I'm going to move these around. This one I'm going to flip upside down. This one I'm going to flip. Nope. That way. Okay. So now, now these are kind of doubled up. And as you can see, I have done seams. So this is the top part where it breaks. And this would be the bottom of the roots. And this is all of the sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to line all of this up. First, we're going to rotate this to where the center line is as straight as possible. That's pretty good. Do this. And then this is where the real where it kind of comes in. This is not, I'm going to be altering this later on, but this is just to make sure that I get all this kind of like in the box, the kind of the square boxy shape of the texture. These ones are going to need a little bit more lining up. Now, supposedly there are less manual ways of having to do this, but I don't know what those are. And from what from everyone that I've talked to, oh come on, everyone that I've talked to, doing this part is agonies, no matter what. So it's just kind of a whatever method you are familiar with, whatever method you hate the least, just do that, whatever that is. Okay. Leave down in the comment section if you people would be interested in seeing this in like live stream kind of thing, because like I'm pretty sure no one would give a crap. I don't think anyone would be interested in seeing this in a live stream. Oh, maybe. Actually, my live stream might be a little bit more interesting because then you can like bother me, which I'm sure everybody would love to do. All right, see, now it's easier to just get this lined up and get this in here. And now I can look at this over here in this form, so I can see it a little bit better. So these need to go up because now they're being stretched. And pull these apart a little bit. Pull these together, actually. I think that's better. Okay. Like I said, I like the jankiness. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm totally fine if some of the textures are being stretched, because I kind of want to reuse this for other things. But if I'm too specific with it, like I make it the shape of this, then whatever I use this for might be limited. So if I just make them like square boxes, I'm a little bit more, free to do whatever later on. Okay. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. I mean, technically, I could just do the whole thing as... Yeah, I'll probably just do that anyway. Okay, so this... Nope. Pull that out a little bit further. That makes it easier for me to... In. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and do this with this one as well. Cool. What? Oh, right. I didn't even line these up. There we go. It's got the right amount of jank. All right. Okay, so now I've got that. I've got the texture. I've got this all lined up. Go ahead and look this in layout. See what it looks like. It's all good. It's a little brighter on one end than I would like, but it's probably going to be fine in the actual software. That looks good. Edges are nice. Looks dirty. Cool. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this. Just select it. I mean, technically it's the only thing there, but I do that anyway. There we go. So now we're gonna go to, I don't know why it chooses this every time. I don't want anything in that folder. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Barrier. Okay, now we're gonna go export. And now we're gonna go back to here. Okay, turn that off. Turn off post. Nope. Where is it? Post process. Post process. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Okay, and then we're going to import. I need to organize this, I know. But I'm still not even sure if this is all going to work. So, okay. So I've imported the object, and it came with the texture. Good. But I still need to go into the object. I need to see. Okay, what's its simple collision? It's way too big. I don't like that. All right, so we're just going to go with its complex collision. Turn off shadowing, so it has more of the kind of the PlayStation style. Where is it? Use complex as simple. Cool. And now we will go back up here. I need to create a material for the object. What's that? Create a new material. Object barrier material. 1, sure. Okay. So I'm going to go in here. Okay. Oh, I think I can just drop it in. I think I can. Yeah. Cool. To base. What? Is something wrong? Something up? What'd I do? Oh, wait. I think I remember what the easier way to do was. Okay, forget this. No. I think converting this into material. There it is. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to do that so it's not going to compete. There. Okay, that's what it was. It's automatically created. Delete that. I don't need that. It's going to get in the way. Come here. I'm not seeing anything on this preview. Oh. Maybe it was correct before. Oh, that's just me. Okay, specular is going to be set to 0. There we go. No shine. Okay, apply. Save. I'm going to go in here. Now, notice how it still has this kind of like smooth... This would be more N64. If I was going for N64 look, it would have this, where it's kind of like blurred. But we're going to go in here. Zoom in, see it's still kind of blurred. There's a couple things we can do. This took me a while to learn. So first we're going to go to 2D pixel. That changes a lot. And then we're going to go to, I think it's in yeah, it's in here, nearest. So now, and then we'll save that. Now, no matter where you are, how you're looking at this texture, it's going to stay this kind of like very blocky look. So now we're going to go here, and we're going to drop that material into here. We're just going to drop this. It's, of course, too big. That's not what she said. All right, that's totally fine. But I can just scale it down. I can also use it at that size if I wanted to for other things or other times. Scale this down. And now we're going to rotate and move it. I'm sure there's hotkeys. I'm sure someone's screaming like, just use the hotkeys. No. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it the slow and grueling way. I'm gonna do it agonizingly. I'm gonna be agonizingly slow. All right. I just want to rotate a little bit more. Raise it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna put some snow around it, some twigs and stuff. And then it will be, I don't know, what's more interesting side? That side or this side? Like, what do I want to see? The broken part of it? I kind of want to see the broken part of it, like the top of it. Okay, so now we're going to go in here and we're going to grab a snow peak object, which these ones are messed up. I'll show you. They're just not lined up. When I exported them, I didn't line it up right to the center of Blender, and so these things are off center on their central axis kind of thing. Raise this up. Move this in and out. Okay. All right, and then we're going to throw in some more shiznit. Our rock is pretty good. Also too far away. There it is. Good Lord. I've tried to reset this in Blender. There's a couple tutorials on like resetting it. They don't work. It never works. Okay. And now we're going to grab some of this shit, pile this shit on. Okay. And then, oh, Shift D, or Control D, rather. Mm-hmm. What the? No. What? I need to. What? Okay, let's get a little more in here. Boo. What should we grab? Let's grab this one. I'm going to put one back here, kind of fill out the back part. And then we're going to put some grass. Some of this. This one's one of my favorites. I'm gonna rotate you. And then this one, also one of my favorites. And then put some shit behind it. There. All right, let's see what that looks like with the post-processing on. There we go. All right, kind of uninterrupted, kind of a longer one, kind of showing you like the whole process of making something and putting it together and putting it in the scene. But yeah, this is basically what I've been doing until I can figure out a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to deal with, the problems that I'm trying to, I mean, technically, up to this point, I've kind of fixed certain problems, like a lot of the problems that I was like currently dealing with. And then there's some problems which are more just me having to start over again on certain things. And that is the weapons, the inventory, enemies, health, stamina, storage, save zones, all that kind of stuff. And that's not necessarily a problem. It's more that I haven't even really gotten to a point that I've been able to fix that or deal with that. I got to some tutorials that weren't wildly helpful, that were not the kind of stuff that I was looking for, and ended up being a bigger problem. Making sure I can't go around it, can't go under it. The character cannot jump, he cannot crouch, at least not right now. So I like that. It's all on the way, can't go around it. Cool. Yeah, I don't got anything sticking out. Looks pretty good. Nice. Cool. And this forces you to go that way. Perfect. All right, so that's going to be it. So, yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, any ideas, any helpful advice, let me know. Until then, peace.